Hey, how are you all doing today? Are you ready to master the art of self-tape auditions? If you are, I have got some game-changing tips for you today. I'm Vanessa Cruikshank and I'm an award-winning documentary maker. I'm also a producer and a director. And yes, I'm also an actress. So follow us because we are going to be posting regular tips for you on how to become the perfect filmmaker, how to make self-tapes, acting, and all important how to get that agent. So get ready because we are going to be talking about how to master the perfect self-tape audition. Number 1, shoot in landscape. How many times have we seen videos when we have auditioned people and they are in portrait? They're small, you can't see the person's face. For optimal presentation, you need to shoot in landscape. Horizontal, if people don't know what landscape is. Check out the videos that we've got here. Look at what we're showing you in terms of what horizontal is. It's really important to get that perfect audition. My second point is stay in frame. I don't know how many times I have seen videos with people who are like this and they're talking, or half of their face is cut off, or their body's not orientated properly. You've got to remember, you have one chance to make an impression to the casting director here. They want to see who you are. They want you to shine on camera. They want to see your smile, your orientation, how you act. So it's important that you make sure that you stay in frame and that you position your camera view correctly. My third point is choose a neutral background. As you can see, my background here is very neutral and it helps to create a distraction-free performance. And I'll give you a tip, actually. Just check out my backdrop. You can see, this is just a blind. It's very simple, very easy. Stand behind your blind if you can't afford to buy a backdrop. But I like my backdrop because it's neutral, but I also have a number of other backdrops available, different colours, etc. for what's needed. If you need a green screen, you don't always have to buy a green screen. You can actually, if you've got fabric, you can use the fabric. But make sure whatever you do, it's distraction free and it's as neutral as possible, because then whatever you're wearing is enhanced against your background. So it is important for it to be as neutral as possible. My fourth point is invest in essential equipment. Now let's talk about equipment. You can use anything from a smartphone to a DSLR camera. It's all about what works for your budget and what delivers the best quality. So I tend to use my smartphone because it's really good quality and it shoots in 4K, in HD, etc. So I know that I'm always going to be sending in a good quality video, yeah? But if you haven't got that, or you haven't got a good quality, try and invest in something so that you can produce something that looks good. Also think about stability and consistency, because these are key. A tripod, I 100% recommend, because it will help you create that professional look. Try not to get a tripod that doesn't go up too high. There are some mini tripods that people have been getting and they have to put it onto a table. But actually, if you need to move around, etc., sometimes you just need a tripod that can be taller than you, that you can maneuver to wherever you need for that perfect shot. And another key point, actually, which literally has just come into my head, clean your camera. If you're going to shoot with your phone, make sure the camera is clean, because we have seen some blurry images that just look absolutely awful. So, fifth point is high quality audio. Make sure that your voice is crystal clear. Most smartphones, to be fair, have good microphones. But if you find that you have done a self-tape and the microphone is not clear, you can buy an external microphone very cheaply. I suggest you invest in that. My next point is find a good reading partner. When you have an audition, sometimes there will be parts and it's not just monologues you're going to be reading. You will need to read a scene and you might have a partner. There might be a couple of lines for someone else to read. Get a good scene partner because that can elevate your performance. I remember this one time that I got my friend to read with me. Now, obviously, I was grateful and thankful for my friend for stepping in, but when she actually read, she was awful. It's like she felt that she was on camera. So she put on this weird accent and she couldn't, no matter what I said to her, just put on a normal voice. And the whole performance was distracting for me because you're kind of reacting to the reader and you need to be acting, and she was trying to be neutral and trying to put on a voice and all at the same time. It was just very weird. So find a good partner because it's important that you bring out the best of yourself on camera. Definitely. Preparing for your performance is crucial. Memorize your script and dress for success. Who are you meant to be in the scene? Are you meant to be a doctor? Are you meant to be a nurse? Wear something similar that they might wear. Keep your jewelry and your accessories minimal to avoid distractions. I love big earrings, but whenever I have an audition, I do not wear big earrings. I take them off because it's distracting for a casting director to see your earrings moving about. I bet you all now are going to be seeing my earrings constantly moving about and notice them. Yeah, so avoid distractions and know the difference between differentiating between film and theatre. You know, both techniques are slightly different. Theatre is slightly louder, the techniques you use, the movements are bigger, but whereas you might be doing camera, the actions are more smaller, they're more nuanced, facial expressions, unless you might be doing comedy, are slightly different. So think about what you're doing and perfect those eye lines. They're important. Be flexible in taking direction and make sure that you practice your self-tape. One of the things I say about self-tapes that are great is that you're in the comfort of your own home. So whereas when in-person auditions, you normally get one chance, maybe twice, to impress the casting director, at home, you can do your self-tape over and over again until it's perfect. I don't suggest doing it too long because sometimes you lose that naturalness that you get kind of at the beginning of your self-tapes, but you've got the opportunity to perfect it. So you should never be handing in anything to your agent or your casting director that is of poor quality, because you have the option and you have the time to make it of good quality. So I hope you have enjoyed our little tidbits of information around self-tape auditioning. But if you want to delve deeper into the art of self-tapes, I highly recommend checking out our ebook, Mastering the Art of Self-Tape Auditions, The Ultimate Guide to Success. It's a treasure trove of tips, techniques to help you nail those auditions. It's 7 chapters full of detailed information on self-tapes. So everything that I went through with you today, it goes through in more detail, but it also has more information. This is an invaluable book. It's an invaluable ebook. So if you want this book, go to our website or go to our bio. It's $4.99, and this will end up being probably one of the most important resources that you purchase for your self-tapes. What can I say? Get your topic coffee today and take your self-tapes to the next level. Thank you for watching. And if you do need any more information, reach out. I am always an open door and I will always be able to give you advice and information. So take care, everybody, and thank you for watching.